Good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, Internet. Hello, really lots of lore. It is I, organMike, and I'm here to present to you two games of Ultima 4 Quest of the Avatar, a game with a significant amount of lore all on its own. Um, so the first game we're going to be doing is a standard and no major glitches 100% run. Also, the no major glitches any percent run because it's faster to get everything than it is not. Um, but after that, we're going to be doing the task randomizer, where all the various things you see me doing in a very specific order in this game will get shuffled up into a completely random order for the next one. But more on that later. Ultima 4 Quest the Avatar is 40 years old this year. Its first production for the Apple II came out in September 1985. I was 3 at the time. Don't do the math, please. And this PC conversion, was from 1987. Oh, I have chat on my screen. There we are. Ultima 4, says Manic Ascendant, for when you love Ultima so much you want it pumped directly into your veins. And boy, this is my absolute favorite game, my absolute favorite speed game. I run this in multiple different categories, all of which I submitted to really lots of lore. I'm sure they're annoyed with me about it, but that's beside the point. We're doing the standard, no major glitches, 100%, which should run us about, should run us about an hour and 10 minutes. I will be spending a lot of my time talking, so might take us a long bit. Oh, low percent? Am I supposed to be doing low percent? I can do low percent. Schedule say low percent? Did I write it down wrong? Doesn't matter. I can do low percent too. Here, I got my Oangus up here. True, yeah, it is low percent. Cool. Okay, so it should be about 90 minutes. Thank you, Photobob, for catching me on that. Should be about 90 minutes, as opposed to about 10. So, okay. So, low percent, it is 3 in the morning. I am not in my right mind. Low percent involves skipping 5 major items, those being the wheel of the cape, the silver horn, the skull of Mondain, the mystic arms, and the mystic armor. Each of those provides 400 points of experience. I'll explain why experience is important in the course of the game. I also need to pull up a document here because my low percent run is a little iffier. Make sure I have my notes. And I also don't pick up the Mandrake or Nightshade special items. Is it that one? It is that one. That one? Yes. Hopefully. All right, I think I've got my notes. Oh, we are starting with some excellent organization here. Okay. All right, we're all in place. So, okay, we're not going to be taking Mandrake or Nightshade. Nightshade is not important in either event, but Mandrake gives us the gate travel spell and the tremor spell. The tremor spell is the best attacking spell in the game. It hits all targets and kills a lot of them. And the gate travel spell allows us to move across the map at high speeds. So, low percent therefore takes about 20 minutes more than the any percent, or than the 100%. All right, so now that I have completely messed myself up, I'm still ready to go. This is why I normally write all these things down. All right, so before I begin, I would like to acknowledge that where I stand, where I live, work, and play is Treaty 1 territory in north-central Turtle Island, the traditional homeland of the Anishinaabe, Innuak, Anishinaabe, Dakota, and Dene peoples, and the heart of the Red River Métis Nation. The water I drink comes to me from Shoal Lake 40 First Nation, a community which only recently received access to its own clean drinking water, despite providing the city with water for more than 100 years through our aqueducts. And it is worth acknowledging, I believe, that the effects that colonialism has had on these peoples and continues to have on these peoples, and how their versions of games and play have been criminalized over the years. It's only with their support that I'm able to be here, and hopefully my support does something to help alleviate their poor situation. All right. Let's go be virtuous. Ultima Core Quest the Avatar. We are RRLOL6. My usual habit is to answer this question with a no, but unfortunately, male or female is the only options the game accepts, so I just hold my fingers over the M and F keys and just let them fall randomly and see what comes up. The timer begins when I choose a character gender. So in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Today we're going to be a male ranger. So we start out, it's the 80s, we don't like our job. The latest in a series of personal crises seems insurmountable. You are being pulled apart in all directions. On a personal ground, I feel that. Afternoon walk in the countryside brings relaxation to your harried mind. The willow tree looks comfortable and inviting. The buzz of dragonflies and the whisper of the willow swaying branches bring a deep peace. It's nice when a walk in the forest just does that for you. Then, you get disturbed by the portal. And then it sits there for a moment and closes, and something falls to the ground. We go and check that out. Something glinting in the grass. An amulet shaped like an ankh. 2 books wrapped up in a cloth map. One on the cover of one is arcane but readable. The title is The History of Britannia, as told by Kyle the Younger. The other is disturbing to look at. Its small cover appears to be fashioned out of some sort of leathery hide. Probably human flesh. The reddish-black skin radiates an intense aura suggestive of ancient power. So we settle down back under the willow tree, we open the book. You do actually get, if you were to buy this game in 1985, in the box, there were actually 2 books wrapped in a cloth map. I have those books and the map, they're not here. So it actually tells you, read the book of history. No, really, read the book of history, because even in 1985, no one read the instructions. Anyway, there's a Ren fair over the hill. You get called down towards it by the music. You're drawn through. The ticket taker sees the ankh you're wearing and says, enter in peace and find your path. There's a traveler's caravan at the back, and an old woman is inside. And she's going to read our cards. What she's going to do is read our virtue cards. These are like tarot cards, but they have the 8 virtues on them, so we're going to take valor over sacrifice. These are supposed to be questions to bring the character into the game. So these are things that normally you would answer as you would. These are little dilemmas. A mighty knight accosts thee and demands thy food. Dost thou valiantly refuse and engage the knight, or sacrifice your food to the hungry knight? Reasonable morality choices. I'm going to answer them like a speedrunner, so valor. And I'm picking them based on their virtues. Spirituality is a requirement if we're going to start as a ranger. Humility also gives us no mechanical advantage in the game. Everything else gives us little bonuses here and there. Compassion will give us a little bit of dexterity, for example. And we'll have honesty versus honor. That's what's left. Take honesty for a bit of intelligence and therefore magic points. Magic is going to play a fairly important part, even though we don't have access to the 2 big spells we normally do for speedrunning. We have to take spirituality. This acts like a single knockout tournament. We'll take valor because valor is difficult to get. And then valor versus spirituality. So everything we don't select gets removed from the pack. So the pack gets halved every time. We go from 8 cards down to 4, down to 2, and then the last question there. So we start the game. First thing we do, turn off the sound. Music is coming in. That is actually music from me. I wrote it. We're going to talk to the herbalist. A blind woman turns to you and said, "Welcome to Herbs and Spice. I am Sasha. Are you in need of reagents?" "Yes, I am." "We're going to mix spells with these reagents. So we're going to buy 99, but she's blind, right? We only have 200 gold, and she wants 198 gold for those 99 pieces of sulfur ash. So we're going to put 1 gold in her pocket, and she thinks that's just fine. Thank you." Now, remembering that we have to be virtuous, this seems like a bad idea, and it is. But we do need all these reagents. We're going to mix a bunch of spells, specifically the blink spell. We have to mix spells before we can use them in this game. And we have to have the... that's what the second book is. It's the Book of Mystic Wisdom. It tells you all the spells, what they do, how to mix them. It doesn't tell you their magic point costs. Yep, that's going to fail because I've mixed the wrong thing. There we go. I'm going to mix some heals. And we're going to then ask her for more reagents, and she's going to very politely oblige us. at a lovely low cost. Every spell has its own combination of reagents. There are 8 reagents in the game. 6 of them we can buy. Nightshade and Mandrake Root we can't buy. We have to find them. And of course, since this is low percent, we will not be doing that. And I'm just going to have to continually remind myself that this is, in fact, low percent. That's okay. I don't feel so bad about not having time to do a proper derusting. That would have been derusting the wrong thing. Okay, mix some fireballs. Can I mix anything else? Yeah, I can mix my dispels. Spider Silk is the most valuable resource in this game. Simply because it's used in the 2 most commonly used spells. Specifically, Blink, which allows me to move across the overworld very quickly. Whoops. E, please, thank you. And Heal, which is important because, you know, get beat up a lot. It's also used in sleep spells. It's also used in exit spells, which will get us out of dungeons instantly. It's also used in spells to move up and down through the dungeons, the Y up and Z down spells. It's used in the energy field spell. Made for binding, right? Spider Silk, it's for binding things together. There is some actual logic behind these reagents and what they do, but Dragonfly, he queried, need quickness spells. So Ash provides a flash of power. Ginseng is for healing. Garlic is for warding. Spider Silk is for binding. Blood Moss is for motion, and Black Pearl for projection. So all your attack spells have Black Pearl in them. They project forward. Fucking Dragonfly, he queried. Seriously, Undead, of course, needs a flash of power and some warding. We need some more heal spells, which of course requires healing and binding if you want to patch wounds. Make sure I've got enough of everything. Yeah, that'll do. I'll just recharge my... So for whatever reason, herbalism must be a very dangerous occupation because all the herbalists in Britannia are blind. Anyway, we've got food and gold. We've got reagents. We've got spells mixed. We're going to start by casting a blink spell. I'm going to see how many magic points I have. Magic points for a ranger are maximum magic points is equal to intelligence. Blink costs 15 points. If you do your math really quickly, you'll have noticed that I only lost 14. It's because it also takes a turn to cast the spell. So it costs me 15 points to cast the spell, and then I regain 1 point for the move change in turn. That is a group of orcs that I don't really want to fight, but I'm going to as soon as I hit the hills and get slow progress. There we go. I'm going to leave that treasure chest there. There's a reason for that, which I might even get a chance to explain. Right, I don't have enough magic points to cast a fireball twice. That's okay. This is the village of Paws. That's a skeleton. Here we are going to purchase ourselves a horse. If the stable owner will ever move over, thank you, for 100 gold. All right, we're going to head over in here and get the Rune of Humility. There are 8 virtues, as I already said. We're going to get attacked by that skeleton. Humility is one of those virtues. We're going to chase that skeleton off until it appears. Thank you. Chest. I need to get up north and get myself a sling so I can actually, you know, shoot at these things. Because they move the same speed I do, so when they're trying to run away, I can't catch them. Here we go. We're going to leave that one treasure chest where it is. Here we go. Get out of my way. We're going to purchase a sling. 1, please. No, we're good. Ready that sling. Here we go. Now we need to get the rune. And we're going to go to the Castle Britannia. And we're going to punch Chuckles in the face. And then run away. And then these guards are going to come after us, and we're going to run away. So, Valor is one of our virtues, but it's really not that important here. Valor only has to do with when we're attacking evil things. These guards and Chuckles are not evil. So it doesn't actually hurt us to run away from them. Just the opposite, it benefits us. Because they're not evil, we actually earn points in compassion and justice for running away from them. For letting them live, because they're not evil. Normally, not evil refers to like rats and snakes and other things like that, but it also applies to non-hostile townsfolk. And in this case, we're abusing that fact. Attacking Chuckles cost us points in compassion and justice, but we get that back by running away from all these guards. We lose 5, we gain 2 for every fight we flee. Here, I'm building up my spirituality. Every 100 steps, I can talk to Hawkwind the Seer and gain 3 points in spirituality, but the hundreds digit of my step counter has to have changed. So what I'm looking for right now is the food counter to tick down, since I use 1 point of food every 100 steps. This should put me at 89, and I'm not going to be breaking the skull because this is low percent, as I have to remind myself. So I won't be breaking the skull, which means I won't be getting 10 points bonus on all my virtues for doing that. Means we're at 92. $95. $98 here. Yeah. So this is a little developer feature which tells us the virtue levels we're at. So that's honesty, that every 2 digits gives us the full value of 1 virtue. They all have to get to 99. So that's honesty at 3 because I've been stealing. It's going to go lower in just a sec, but they never go below 1, which is key. Honesty, compassion, valor at 62, justice at 17, 50 points of sacrifice, 8 points of honor, 98 of spirituality, and 50 of humility. They will all get to 99, just not at the same time. When they flip over, when you become partial avatar in a virtue, it flips over to, say, 0, 0. And we have to become partial avatar in all 8 virtues. And that involves getting that virtue to 99 points, and then going to meditate at the shrine of that virtue for 3 cycles. And then we will get our partial avatarhood. Don't die, thank you. There's the cure spell. And once we go up these stairs, everything is forgiven. Look at that. We can just talk to the guards now about being a valiant warrior. And he says, "Are you the most valiant warrior?" He says, "Well, no, but don't flee from battle." If we were to say that, yes, we were the most valiant warrior, well, that wouldn't be very humble, and humility is one of our important virtues, so... Lord British gives us a little starter, and then tells us, hey, we're level 3 now. Cool. And we should be level 4, but that's because I forgot to grab a thing. Oh. There is... I thought I would be at 90. I'm, in fact, at 80. There is also a timer on humility. It has to be 16, well, the value of your steps divided by 16 has to have changed. That's a fairly common value of a timer in this game. 2,000 gold now, and the guards are angry with us. Can't imagine why. I just slapped them in the face. And grab the rune again. Rune of Spirituality is hiding there. Oh, I did grab the rune? Okay, I did grab the rune. Cool. We're gonna go grab another level. Okay, everything's cool. Look, I can go up the stairs. Bip, level 4. The levels. In this game, you have to, in order to beat the game, you have to be an 8 parts avatar. So you have to have mastered the virtues of honesty, compassion, valor, justice, sacrifice, honor, spirituality, and humility. But also, you have to show leadership in those virtues, and your way of showing leadership in those virtues is to have one companion representing each character class, representing each of those. So, honesty is mages, compassion is a bard, valor is fighter, justice is druid, justice is druid. What do we got next? Sacrifice, the tinker. Okay, now we need to go to the dungeon to spies. We got a sling now. We can anyway, we're spirituality. We're representing spirituality as a ranger. I'm gonna cast Blink up here. I'm standing on a dungeon. I'm gonna cast down 2, 3, 4. We go east as far as we can, south as far as we can, west 1, 2, and then north through here. And this is the room we want to be in. Those sea serpents are badly misplaced, and that's fine. I stepped through a wall there. You see this little white chip in the wall that represents a secret door. And in the dungeons, secret doors can be panels. Well, so can just regular floor tiles. Can be panels that affect the map. There's the yellow stone. We're just going to exit out of there. We're going to re-enter, because I know where there's a healing fountain. It's right there. Climb out. Board my horse. Blink south. Walk over here. Well, ride. Blink north. Get the white stone. Blink south. And blink south. MP too low. Darn. Blink south again. This is the dungeon shame. Once more, I know how to deal with this. It goes 1 east to the wall. These are ghosts. They are evil, and so I must beat them, or I will lose valor. I can possibly gain valor by beating them too. East to the wall, south as far as I can go. There's the purple stone. We're going to exit out, re-enter. Send 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're now on floor 7. We're going to down to the bottom floor. And we landed in the right place. Fantastic. We need to go to the altar room of truth. It is through here. I need to go all the way across. Hydras are beating me up. Part of the reason they're beating me up is because I miss a lot. In order to deal with that, we're going to improve our dexterity. Yep. With that thing. But in order to touch that, I need my health to be full. Because when I touch it... Okay. So those gremlins are stealing my food. My food is now significantly lower than it was. We're going to heal again. We're going to touch that because it does 400 points of damage. We're going to eat ourselves up. Back up to the wall. Forward 2. South through this wall. And it looks like I'm in real danger. I'm not. Those are sleep fields. That is a healing fountain. That is another orb. That's a healing fountain. My dexterity is now over 40. My dexterity is over 40. I cannot miss a shot. Okay, we're here where we want to be. We're going to go sit down twice. And should be. That's where I want to be. So I am getting beaten up a bit. I'm not missing, but it doesn't mean I'm killing things quickly. Slimes are easy to kill. The Zorn was a bit more of a problem. Zorn also negates magic, so I couldn't cast any spells while it was still alive. which is important because I need to dispel these corners to get to that panel. Quick heal. And there's the green stone. We need those stones. We're going to yeet ourselves upwards again. We're going to wait till I have enough magic points, yeet myself upward again. North. And down, and we take the altar room of love. The altar rooms connect the dungeons together. Oh, for Pete's sake. I gotta quit messing that up. Deep. Go around, because gremlins will steal my food. Okay, this is the Dungeon Covetous. I'm gonna yeet myself upwards. We're in the wrong section, because of course we are. I'm going to do down, then. Ignite the other torch I've got. Start with 2 torches. I am now out of torches. 4 gremlins. There's the orange stone, here's the lone gremlin, but now I can't miss if I attack, if I've got them in line. Hey, we exit out of here. We're going to cast Blink North. That's the Dungeon Covetous. It just sort of sits there. We're going to head out here, the ironworks, to the forge, and we're going to go and grab... We're going to walk through the fires of the forge, get the Rune of Sacrifice. I don't need to fight for compassion. My compassion's already 99. Get out of my way, please. Get out of my way. Punching those people sometimes is very beneficial. We'll be back here later. We're going to go up here, we're going to blink east, and we're going to wait for the moons to change. So, throughout the world are 8 moon gates. They open upon a certain phase of the first moon that you can see shifting at the top of the screen, and they point to a destination indicated by the second moon. The moon gate directly south of me is the moon gate that is the full moon, so in just a moment you'll see it open, and it points to itself, obviously, right now, which is actually the Shrine of Spirituality. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, here we go. Virtuous spiritual. All right. The next stop is working this through in my brain. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Do I know what I'm doing? Do I ever know what I'm doing? This is the town of Trinsic. Don't need to be yet. And if I were getting Mandrake, that would be a spot to get it. That's a snake, it's fine. I'm going to go and recover my horse. Hello, horse. Do I want to go there? Do that? Can I do that? Yep, I can. Okay. I'm looking at my food, which has been away by gremlins. But we're going to go into the dungeon Death Starred anyway. 2 east, 2 north, descend down, and start mixing down spells, because I used them all out. castings down. I'm supposed to do a grind on this floor, but I don't think it's a good spot for it. A lot of the time, my concepts of things have evolved over time. Of course, I land in the wrong segment. I'm going to eat myself up and hope I land in a better spot. Nope. But we'll get out of here. Reaper. Those are very dangerous. We're going to cast an energy field spell and poison myself. Every time the screen flashes, that's the Reaper trying to put me to sleep. In this version of the game, you cannot be put to sleep if you are poisoned. Poison. That, too. Cool with that. And is down ourselves down here. Oh, I landed in a good spot. Quickness. Quickness allows me occasionally to take extra turns. So at the end of every turn, if I have quickness enabled, the game will make a 50-50 roll, and if it comes in my favor, it gives me an extra turn. I'm going to use some stones here, red, white, purple, and orange. Get the third part of the third part key. And then we head over to Aim into Deceit. I see what it wants. I see what old me wants me to do. No, we're coming out to hit block. We're gonna exit. Here. Board balloon. We're going to cast Wind Change. The balloon is an exciting thing. It moves on its own, depending on which way the wind is blowing. Okay, that's the Shrine of Humility. When we step towards it, we're going to get attacked by demons. I was going to poison myself again, because demons can come with Balrons, who will again try to put me to sleep. We get attacked by 8 packs of demons when we come to this, when we step south. There's a Balron. It's gray instead of red. They're significantly more dangerous. I'm going to pick those up, but when we're standing on a treasure chest, it overwrites whatever's underneath it in terms of figuring out where we're supposed to be in combat. So we're in the open plains here instead of on the hills. This functions as a bit of a grind for both my Valor stat, which requires winning combats against evil creatures, and my experience, which requires me get a bunch of points. Oh yeah, I started to explain why experience was so important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Step down. Experience is important because you need to be a leader in every virtue, and to demonstrate leadership, you have to have one party member from each character class. Your party size must be 8, right? You need a mage, a bard, a fighter, a druid, a tinker, a paladin, a ranger, which we are, and a shepherd. You need 8 members of the party. Your party size is limited by your experience level. If you're level 1, you travel alone. If you're level 2, you can have 1 companion with you. If you're level 5, then you can only have a total of 5 people with you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have to be level 8 at the end of the game. There's no two ways about it. Experience is doled out both by finding items and by killing monsters. You can see how much I'm getting when I kill something. 8 experience per demon, 16 for a Balron. It takes 100 experience to go from level 1 to level 2, and then that number doubles every time. So to go to level 3, you need 200 experience, level 4 is 400, level 5 is 800, 16, 32, 64. 7. 6,400 experience, if you're just standing around grinding, is an awful lot. Fortunately, we're also getting experience from picking things up. Every one of those colored stones we've been picking up is worth 200 experience. Every rune we pick up, we've only picked up a couple, but every rune we pick up is worth 100, and there's 8 of them, 8 colored stones worth 200 each, and there's 8 major items worth 400 each. That's a total of 5,600 experience that the game will just give you. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here, humility. Now, of course, this is low percent, so I'm not going to be picking up 5 of those 8 special items, which leaves 2,000 experience on the table, which means at some point I'm going to have to grind for 2,000 extra experience. I'll get there. I'm rerouting on the fly, though, because something struck me as really weird, and I'm not doing it. Hi, Happy Coco. Good to see you. Ooh. Alright, I'm going to reboard the balloon. We're going to use the wind change spell an awful lot. Okay? The wind just changes capriciously. I also need to find a pirate ship. First, I need to go over here. Oops. Ah! My finger's on the wrong button. Ascend, thank you. The Buccaneer's Den. What have I 82. And I'm going to purchase a magic bow. 1, please. Thank you. No, I'm good. Ready the magic bow. I'm also going to come up here. Go to the guild shop. Yep. Buy some torches. Magic gems. And some keys. There we go. More keys than I need, and probably more gems than I need. Must have watched my food. It's getting low. We're going to balloon my way back. Oh, actually, no, I don't need to balloon. I need to boat grind. So, to get a boat, I need pirates to come by. Only way to do it. There's no way to purchase a boat in this game. There's only pirates. There's a few places in the game that you can stand that you will generate the proper... that have a chance of generating the proper enemy set to get pirates. I mean, anywhere that's near it, that's not a pirate. That is, in fact, a sea serpent. And I think I saw something else coming in. Yeah, another sea serpent. And a whirlpool. Excellent. So, the way there are 4 wandering monster spots available. There's actually 8, but the game will only fill up 4 with wandering monsters. There's a pirate ship. Yeah. That's why I don't normally use pass. Okay, now we gotta not get hit by the whirlpool. And there's a storm. I am infamous in my speedruns for how many storms I get. It's ridiculous. They are a rare occurrence, and I get them seemingly all the time. You know, I've got 2 ships, and I actually want them both. I'm going to actually engage in this little dipsy-doodle here to get them both to shore. Okay, now we're going to head south from here. So there's 4 slots for wandering monsters for all intents and purposes. This is the Bell of Courage. More ships. Okay. And I've missed my moon gate, unfortunately, so we're going to have to wait here for about a minute. So, the game generates... The game will generate wandering monsters on any square where you can't see it within the 32 by 32 region that's loaded. So, Wandering Monster now could be generated over here on the other side of these hills, or I can only see an 11 by 11 square. The area loaded is 32 by 32. Anywhere that I cannot directly see could generate a Wandering Monster. If it's generated on the ocean, it could be any one of the ocean creatures, or a whirlpool, or a storm. If it's generated on land, right now we haven't passed 10,000 steps, so the only things that'll be generated are snakes, rogues, orcs, and the other one. Snakes, rogues, orcs, rogues, and skeletons. Saw them earlier. Okay. I've already done spirituality, don't need to do that now. 1, 2. Okay. Go back up to Castle Britannia. I don't need to punch Chuckles, do I? No, I don't. Okay. What I do need to do is go get my level. Put me at level 6. I'll need to do it one more time. And I'm going to go get my sacrifice up to speed. It's currently at 50. So I'm going to go donate some blood. Donating blood increases my sacrifice. Every time I donate blood, I get 5 points. I can only donate blood if my hit points are 400 or higher. 1, 2, 3. And then I can heal and donate more blood. 2, 3. That should put me at 80. 95. And if I say no to that instead, I will lose a bunch of points. So that's an ideal. The Valor 84. Yep. Okay, good. There. Next step. I'm going to go back into the dungeons to do the thing here. So this is the back of Lord Bridges' castle. This is the dungeon Hithloth. He's got a direct line to the core of the earth, apparently. You need to go to Bluestone. Here. Altar Room of Truth. Hey. And I don't have the Bluestone yet, so I can't actually use it. I'm going to cast an up, and let's see where we landed. This is using a gem. It gives us a map of our current area. 1, 2. 1. We've got enough magic points. 1, 2. Cast a spell. 1, 2. There's... What am I doing here? There's the Bluestone. I fell asleep. We're gonna down. Where did I land? In the worst possible place. Cool. I'm up and try again. Right. Deal with it. Oh, wait, no, I'm not poisoned. Don't deal with it. Try again. Game. Those are insects. I don't actually have to fight them. Now, where did I land? There we are. That's where I want. This here... Oops. This here is the Altar Room of Truth, which is where I'm trying to get. We'll take out these demons. A little bit more experience. Nothing that happens in the altar rooms can actually, or in any rooms in the dungeon, can actually affect my virtues. And I need to go... What parts of the key have I got? I've got Truth and Courage. I need to go to... Way is... That will take me out to Shame. I've got Truth and Courage. I need to go here to Wrong. And I'm going to go eat myself up. I'm going to mix some up eating. Eat up. Up. I'm back here to where I got my levels, but we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Climb up. And here's where we grind for experience. Climbs are worth 4 experience apiece. this takes a bit, because I have to make up for 2,000 experience that I didn't get. 31, 35. I want to go to... Let's see, I still need to get some Valor. So I want to go to... 5,000. There are other spots that are... This is the most efficient grind I know of for... for an experience with... without the Tremor spell. There's a better spot with the Tremor spell. There's an extremely experience-dense location if you have Tremor, but it's also very dangerous if you don't. And that's why I rerouted on the fly, because my route recommendation included that spot, and I'm looking at it going like, no, that's not a good option, which means I probably have old notes in front of me and not my newest route. Which means I have experienced a failure of organization. Okay. Yeah, we're going to be killing these guys until I have... Well, wait, what do I still need? Okay, I've got the bell. I still need the book and the candle. That's 800 experience. I need... Do I have all the stones? I'm missing black. That's 1,000. I need 4 runes. That's 1,400. So 5,000 experience is overkill. I also need some Valor grinding to do. And unfortunately, killing things in dungeon rooms doesn't offer Valor. Same as leaving the dungeon room early doesn't give me Valor. Strictly experience grind. Okay, so I've got 1,400 coming in. I will be getting... I need to have 5,000 before I go and get that. I'm going to be going to get... Coming out at Deceit? No, I won't be coming out at Deceit. I don't have the... Coming from here to Love. So from Love, I can come out to... Come out at Despise. If I come out at Despise, where do I go from there? Come out at Despise, go to Cove, get the bell, or get the candle. Skip my way across, get Sacrifice done, get Sacrifice, Honesty, the book, and the Black Stone. Black Stone will take me to... Britain or Jalome. Jalome would send me to... Okay. Alright, I think I've got this now. I still need to recruit all the characters. I have to go through several spots. I need food, which is always exciting. Really like to out of better option. Instead of Despise. Out of Deceit, I go do immediately do Black Stone. Yeah, I just immediately do Honesty. Nope, can't do Honesty. I haven't got the rune yet. Okay. And also my Honesty is a mess because I've been ripping off blind shopkeepers. I do. Sacrifice. Sacrifice. Get me to the island too. Where I can go back. Days. I have the 3-part key. I need to... No, I need to leave through... Yeah, I'm going to leave through Death Star to get my horse back. My horse will be sitting right where I left him. Okay. I think I got this. So I'm going to finish getting the 3-part key, which is something we need for the end of the game. I'm going to get my horse. From there, I'm going to go to the Moongate south of Trinsic, use that Moongate to go to Moonglow, and there I will grind for Valor. I will get the Blackstone, I will then get the Rune of Honor, I will fix up my Honesty, or get the Rune of Honesty, I will fix my Honesty. I'm going to go to 4,500. I think the other 500 points I'll be picking up. So we're going to go to Moonglow, we're going to fix my Honesty. Fix Honesty by paying the right price to the shopkeeper. The only thing in the game that improves Honesty. You can reduce it by paying the wrong price to the shopkeeper, or by stealing gold from towns. But by paying the right price, it will increase our Honesty. Yeah, this must be an old document in front of me. Either that, or I've just completely forgotten and I'm rerouting on the fly. Doesn't matter. Rerouting on the fly is fun. Why I like doing the task randomizer. Killed that thing. Oh well. One of the reasons I really love this game is because the randomness forces me to think, even when I'm following my notes. Like, I have to consider the fact that I only have 70 food left, and how does that affect things? If I run out of food, I'll start starving. It's basically like being poisoned. You take 2 damage every turn. It slows things down because it has to process that. And also, you have to stop and heal yourself every so often. There we go. We should have enough. If you're interested in this game at all, I would love someone else to be running this with me. But the game is free. You can go to GOG.com, you can search Ultima 4, and you can get it for free. It's been free for quite a while. We're going to descend back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. Descend again. And we're going to down twice. No, once. Let's see where we landed. That is some Reapers. I don't want to fight them. That is not what I want at all. I guess I'm going to have to fight the Reapers. Aye. Shoop. Poison myself. That is not a healing fountain. Altar Room of Love. Quickness, please. Sleep. So I don't get any more of my food stolen. Hopefully. Tell which ones are sleeping because they're not dancing. I didn't get more of my food stolen. Good. There we go. We've got the 3-part key. Now I need to leave to Death Star, which means my best bet is out to Hithloth. Through here. Wrong way. There we are. And exit from here. Just missed my hit again. But I'll take some easy kills for Valor. The main reason I'm picking up treasure chests here is so that we don't overflow the entity limit. 88 Valor, okay. The entity limit on the game for things just lying around, or sitting around, or standing around, is 24. So, treasure chests, boats that I own anyway, balloons, horses when I'm not riding them, all fill up this 24 spot list. And as they do, they can clobber each other. So it goes from the top down. When it's full, when there's 24 items in the list, it randomly selects one to be replaced by the new thing. It's why the reason I left the first treasure chest I got on the map is because the balloon, when it appears, will clobber whatever's in that first in that first slot. We're gonna just kill some trolls here. So yeah, trolls live under bridges, as we all know. I'm counting the number of fights more or less in my head, so that should be 7. Remembering that there's a 50-50 chance after every one of these fights I win that I'll get a point of Valor. I was at 88. Oh, an Etten showed up with that troll. Come over here. At 95 now. Get the black stone from there. There's a much more practical reason to pick up these treasure chests here. It's because if a treasure chest is sitting on the bridge doesn't count as a bridge, which means that the trolls won't appear. 96, okay. So my honesty is still 1 point because I've been stealing and thieving generally. One last one. Oh, and it's a pirate ship. How nice of it. So yeah, if I go and ask Mariah the Mage here to join me, we'll get her Rune of Honesty. She'll say, "You're not honest enough." And at least she's honest about that. But I need to buy some food. Yeah, 50 more. There. But we're going to fix that honesty issue. Look, it's a blind herbalist. Yeah, I do need some reagents. Here it's not garlic. It's sulfur sash. So spending at a rate of spending the amount I should will increase my honesty. We're going to spend 26 on the first one. Oops, nope, we're not. We're going to spend 26 on the first sulfur ash. There we go. And then when I have 600 gold, I will have spent enough money. Here we are. We're at 99 in all virtues now. which means that Mariah will now join me. And this changes the dynamic of the game, because we now have people. I don't need that pirate ship. So it would be nice. Trying to get pirate ships to shore around this island is tough, because it's surrounded by reefs. This is the Lyceum. We're just going to unlock this. We're looking for the Book of Truth. It's under T in the library. That's all we're here for. Walk over here. We're going to blink to the island north of here. I need to check my math here. I need 400. I only got 800. I am literally 61 experience points short. So, all right, we're going to meditate on honesty. So the reason we save getting the companions for late is much like, because the companions you have affect how many enemies you can get in a fight. You can get in a wandering monster fight, in wandering monster encounter, the number of monsters in the encounter is exactly 2 times your current party size. So when I was traveling alone, the biggest enemy group I could meet was 2 enemies. Now I can meet enemy groups up to 4. Okay. You can see right here I'm building this little graphic between my food and gold. Every time I become partial avatar in something, that graphic gets a little bit bigger and a little bit fuller. There's 8 lines to it, so there's 8 virtues. Blink over here. We're going to see if Mariah can get poisoned. Thank you. I say, why do I want Mariah poisoned? Did I kill her? Yes. I want her poisoned. I probably can't... Oh, I can. Okay, good. The game uses the same timer for dealing with Hawkwind, dealing with the seer, as it does for meditating. You can only meditate again if the hundreds digit of your step counter has changed. Otherwise, it says your mind is still weary from your last meditation. And because it uses the same counter as Hawkwind, that can result in really interesting things happening. Because if you talk to Hawkwind and then hurry off to one of the shrines, which you can do without using 100 steps, your mind is still weary from your last meditation, even though you hadn't meditated at all. This spot is where we find Nightshade, but I'm not going to pick any up, because that would not be low percent. Grinding for experience. Why I want to get Mariah dead. Here, Mariah, open some treasure chests. Maybe some of them will have acid in them. No? Okay. I'm riding for the Moon Gate right now. There she goes. That's my boat. A little short on experience. Going to go temporarily back to Scarabrae, which is here. We're going to take the Moon Gate here to Jalome, the town of Valor. And we are going to valorously attack some guards. Valiantly, I suppose. There's our experience cap. Good. Run away. We need to go in here. We need to get some magic points back. Wasted spells. 1D. Here's the Rune of Valor. One of the several reasons that you cannot beat this game without using magic. I've got it down to 9 spells, or 12 spells glitchless and 9 spells glitched. But that's as low as I can figure it gets. We'll talk to Jeffrey. Join me, Jeffrey. He's honored to join me. Now we're going to see 6 groups of guards, or 6 guards in the group if we get attacked, which we won't because I'm too clever. Blink south, and this is the Shrine of Valor. Okay, we've done that bit. So where can this go? Go back to Scatterbray. This can go to... Another option. Yeah. This Moongate will take me to Scatterbray or to Magincia south. Jeffrey, might you get poisoned, please? Not me. Jeffrey. Jeffrey, thank you. Okay. Scatterbray, bad. Let's go directly get... Yeah, that's what I'll do. Go to Scatterbray. We won't wait on another Moongate, then. Bip, bip. I save occasionally just in case something goes wrong. There's a town called Yew in the forest. This set of hills points directly at it. This way. You, join me. Get on the horse. Out of my way. We need the Rune of Justice. There. In that spot right there. That's Vorpal. He's a felon. He eats people who bug him, according to him. If you bother him enough, he will attack you, which means that he'll get out of your way. And up here is the Shrine of Justice. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think my reroute, I think I'm back on the path that's showing me right now. More or less. I think my reroute was a good idea now that I look at where I'm supposed to be. Bleh. We need to recruit Yola the Bard. Already got the... And yes, that is the canonical pronunciation. It'd be YOLO. How does horse avatar... The avatar is on the horse. And besides which, I'm using a bow, not a sword. Took me a second there, which is because it's after 4 o'clock in the morning, and my brain power has been directed towards rerouting this thing. I still think I've got a reroute to do. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. How many runes have I got left to pick up? Just one. Okay, I'm 100 points short. Shoot. Enter the village of Cove. Right up here. Searching for a candle of love. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna reroute on the fly. That's funnier. Get out of the hill. So slow progress is meant to represent, just walking through on bad terrain. It's really obnoxious, though. Instead of just slowing you down relative to other things, it just actually randomly just deletes your move turn. Oh, good. Your attempt to move just gets erased. Get on the horse. Got everything else I need there. My boat. I can't go do Trinsic yet. Oh, wait, I kind of have to. It's the part of it I can do. I can't get Dupre yet because my level is 6 and my party size is 6. So if I were to talk to Dupre, I'll show you what happens. You're not experienced enough. So yeah, I need another 100 experience, another 80 experience. So we're just going to go get that. And we'll just use Julie as a human shield for the moment. This'll do. I can buffer inputs. You can buffer up to 16 inputs at any given time. Got to be careful, though, because, buffering inputs means that the computer will do them regardless of whether or not they're good ideas. You might have seen that earlier when the pirate ship showed up and I stood there while it shelled me. There we go, 6,400. Okay. The reason I leave the horse behind is because the horse can't climb ladders. Which would mean the horse would have to get left on the first floor, and when I return to the first floor, it would be gone. Level 8. We are there. We have arrived! There's... Only thing left to do is get honor, and then my last two companions. Start. And here's the Shrine of Honor. Almost like I knew exactly where it was. Okay. So we'll be getting Dupre. And then we'll be getting Katrina the Shepherd. And then we head off to the Abyss. Poison. Back to this spot after, because I need that moon gate to get where I'm going. Dupre, join me. Also, come down here and get poisoned. Can't get a slow progress when I want it. This moon gate will take me to Magencia, which is where our final party member waits. Katrina, the Shepherd. And also where my boat waits. And I have the Blackstone, I have Katrina, or I will have Katrina. I have the 3-part key. Everyone who's done a run of this at some point has forgotten one of those 3 things. And there's Katrina. Hey, Katrina, go get poisoned. Get poisoned, thank you. Need to go out. 1, 2, 60. Darn. I hate fighting from the ship. It's slow, it's tedious, annoying. Even worse when Dupre isn't dead yet. Here's the entrance to Pirates Cove. When we step through here, we get a bunch of ghost pirates showing up. So long as the wind stays to the north or west, we can get through without getting attacked. I have to thank Phoenix 4 for finding that one. This is where the Abyss is, to open it up. I have to step on it, thank you, and use the bell, the book, and the candle. Enter the Abyss, the great Stygian Abyss, and here we go. Quickness spell. Try and get through here without getting pummeled too much. Lava lizards aren't that tough, but they hurt when they shoot you. Hydras are that tough, and they hurt when they shoot you. Lava lizards also leave fields of lava around, just to hurt you a little more. So we're going to throw a poison field down. The purple fields are sleep fields. I'm going to throw a poison field down to overwrite the sleep field and just walk through it without having to dispel it, because energy field is a cheaper spell to use than dispel. We're going to use a dispel here, though. Put a hole there. And I do want to be poisoned, because again, when I'm poisoned, I can't be put to sleep by magic. Be put to sleep by stepping on a sleep field, but not by Reapers or Balrons trying to cast sleep spells at me. 1, 2. Oh, ghosts. Gazers are another one that also... Send. It's quickness and hope it helps me across. If we knew how to manipulate the RNG, which I think just shifts with every frame. Like, we had a TAS, we could cast one quickness spell and use it to walk through all of these rooms. Because it just randomly gives us extra turns. 1, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 6. Stone. Compassion derives from love, and that is yellow. Descend. This is a recovery room. There's nothing in here to bother me. I'm going to cast a bunch of heal spells. Pass a bunch of turns, because there's nothing in here to bother me. This room is fine so long as I don't walk in the middle square. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2 north. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the undead spell, which causes undead monsters to run away. Now, this game does not actually have an afraid status. The only way it can tell a monster to run away is by reducing its hit points to below 27, I think. So those monsters that, even if they were running away the wrong way, towards me, would still only... we're going to use this, would have reduced hit points severely, so... Normally we use a tremor in this room to just kill everything. But, of course, since this is low percent, I do not have access to tremor. So I use a sleep spell to try and sort things out a bit. Where'd I go? I got the worst room in the game coming up. Or... cast a poison field. Poison fields do a ton of damage to things, to random mobs. So do fire fields, but a lot of enemies are immune to fire fields that just aren't immune to poison fields. Come down here, Zorn, thank you. I can't cast any spells till the Zorns are dead. Or have left. Thank you. Good, okay. Now there's the two Balrons who are going to start casting... sleep spells, but it's okay, I'm poisoned. Moment to heal. Worst room in the game coming up, so there is a lot of flashing in this room. If something that bothers you, yeah, you're going to see it a fair bit. Because all those Reapers are going to try and put me to sleep. In as obnoxious a fashion as possible. I'll put a bunch of them to sleep, just for fun. Step on that panel. That is the one instance that the game will clear the buffer. If you step on a square, or if you try to move to a square that's blocked, the game clears the buffer. Cast another sleep spell. Didn't work well. Or, okay, I should be out. Ah, nose is itchy. Care about those poison fields? I'm already poisoned. What are you going to do to me? Poison me more? 2, 3, 5. The worst room in the game is done, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Orange, descend. 1, 2, 1, 1, and 1, and we're into the room maze. This is the only spot in the room maze that we can enter if we want to actually solve the room maze. tornadoes. This is also a good candidate room for a tremor, just to get rid of these Balrons. Okay. Mints are full. Has to dispel there, so I don't face a full onslaught. 2 at a time is fine. Sacrifice a little bit of time for a little bit of safety. Across the bridge, we're going to heal up here. We're going to use a little bit of a glitch in the programming here, not a major glitch. You see those headlesses over there? They're pretty much unassuming. The game doesn't clear sleeping flags very well. We're going to put them to sleep, and then we've got a whole bunch of things here that are already asleep, which is really handy. So what happens is, on your turn, if you're asleep, or if you're, whether you're a human or monster, if you're asleep, on your turn, there is a 1 in 8 chance that you will wake up. If you don't get a turn, say because you're a monster and you're dead, or because the battle has ended, then there's no chance to clear that sleep field, or that sleep flag. Don't step on that treasure box, it's a trap. You can actually soft lock your game. You're on the 7th floor of the final dungeon. You can actually get soft locked through a trapped treasure chest. It surrounds itself with energy fields that you can't cross, so unless you have a way to dispel them, your character's just stuck there forever. And there's literally no way to get them out of there, unless you have a way to dispel the energy fields. Come on. Come on. There we go. Get out of here. You get out of here. And we'll run away over here. Use the Stone of Spirituality, which is white. Eke my way around this Balron. There we go. This can be a room of some frustration. Okay, but we did it. Step there, it opened up this panel up here, which opens up the way out. This is the infamous companion room. And we are going to heal up. The last room is next. Plan is a quickness spell, followed by a retreat to a safe corner, safe-ish corner, where I will then block myself with poison fields. Can't be put to sleep because I'm poisoned. But yeah, dragons, Balrons, and demons are all immune to fire field damage, so having a poison field there is much more useful, because they'll stand there and get killed. They do between 0 and 128 damage. Of course, they don't do damage to player characters, they just end up poisoned, but I'm already poisoned, so what are they going to do to me? Alright, we're going to use my last stone, the black stone. And I've got the 3-part key, so now it's just a matter of answering the game's questions. And since the game buffers up to 16 inputs, then because the game buffers up to 16 inputs, I can pre-answer these questions while it's busy drawing lines. For the record, we are coming up to the end of the game. Time is when I finish the last question. And the word infinity appears on the screen. And then we start the task randomizer. I can even input 2 short answers at once. Finally, will be a time in just a moment, and time. There we go. Done. We'll see how many steps we took, but it's just over 9,000. You wind up back wondering was it all a dream, but then you've got the onk. And you can always go back, you know, the secret of the gates. Yeah, 91.35. That is not bad for a low percent. Even a low percent where I got jerked around a bit. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to do a quick stretch and we'll close the game and reopen it.